All right, I have most of my ingredients already measured out here. I have my vegetables measured out and even my mayonnaise and my pepper. And this makes it a little bit easier for us so that I can see all the things I have before I start cooking. We're gonna start by opening our can of tuna. This can of tuna has this pop top, so it makes it really easy for me. All I have to do is lift this up and gently pull, okay? I love these tops, they're so simple. But not all tops have these, so you might need to use a can opener, all right? And with the can opener, you have a sharp circular thing in the middle, and this is what actually punctures, it makes the hole in the can. And what you do is you clip this to the side and you squeeze, and you'll hear a little pop. Now I've already opened this can, so you're not hearing a pop. Once it's secure, you can then rest it on the side of the table and spin this little dial, or this knob, I don't know what you call it. So that's this thing here. And again, if you are at home doing this, you might want to ask an adult for some help with the can opener if you haven't used one before. All right, once my tuna is open, I'm going to very gently squeeze it into a bowl or into the sink. Your recipe tells you to put it in a colander. I don't think that's necessary. You can just squeeze the water out gently. Be very careful because these lids have sharp sides. So this is also a step where you might need some help from an adult. All right, so using my fork, just scraping it out. Very simple. We're gonna chop it up, get it broken into little pieces. Sometimes it's in a really large chunk, so we want it to be in flakes. Your next step tells you to add the mayonnaise. So I have my 1/4 cup of mayonnaise here. And my lemon juice. So it's a 1/2 of a medium lemon in your recipe. I'm just going to use a little squirt of the lemon juice. It doesn't have to be exact. So maybe 1 big spoonful is fine. Once that's mixed, I'm going to add my celery and my herbs. I'll show you very quickly how to measure out these herbs. Most of your spices are going to have 2 options for getting them out of the container. You have one option where you can sprinkle them like this, and then if you close it and open it, you'll have an option where you can stick a spoon inside. And so we're using a 1/4 teaspoon. So it's much easier for me to dip it inside than to try to sprinkle it onto a spoon, right? So a 1/4 teaspoon of tarragon. And take 1 little teaspoon, actually a 1/4 teaspoon, not a whole teaspoon. So here are all my spices, nicely mixed up. I don't know if you can see that there. And I'm just sprinkling them in. It's looking really good here. So there is our completed tuna salad. All right, last step. I'm taking my English muffin. You can do this with your hands, but I'm gonna maybe just use the fork and breaking it in 2 very gently. Actually, you know what? I think this might be better with a knife. So, being very careful, making sure your fingers are away from the knife. This is actually a great knife for cutting English muffins. Putting a small amount of tuna onto the English muffin. Put it onto our plate. Actually, this is a pan, not a plate. A little bit of cheese on top. And here is our almost final product. We forgot our tomato, so putting 2 slices or half slices on top like this. And this could even go under the cheese. I'm gonna put a little more cheese on top so that it's nice and melty. And I'm gonna go pop this in the oven. Okay guys, so this is our final product here. See, the cheese is all nice and melty on there. and they're ready to eat. All right, good luck with your recipe, and make sure you respond in a video and tell me how it went.